Professor at Cal State Fullerton, and he joins us tonight. Professor, thank you for coming on. What do you make of this debate?
Well, I mean, everybody believes that the president would be better off using language from the Sermon on the Mount than Howard Stern, and he could have easily said, we would like to prefer people come from the top tier in the new UN Development Report or GDP rather than the bottom tier. And after the Michael Wolff book, Mythography, and the surveilling, he should be very careful of what he says to anybody, much less to Dick Durbin. But all of that said, there's really a divide in the country, and about half the country believes in the melting pot, and that we want to assimilate, we want to intermarry, we want to integrate people so that their outward appearance, their ethnic identification, their race, if you will, is incidental. It's not essential to who they are as individuals. And to do that, we need diverse immigration. We have 30% of all people come from one country, Mexico. We need meritocratic, we need legal immigration, and to the degree somebody has skill sets or capital or knows English, that facilitates the melting pot. But the other half, and Jennifer Palmieri, the former Clinton communications director, said that the purpose of DACA was to get future Democratic votes. And they don't believe that. They have sort of a tribal view, identity politics collectives, and to further that vision, they want as many people as they can to come and not to integrate, not to assimilate rapidly, and to be predictable in the way that they vote, and that their outward appearance is essential, not incidental to their character. And that's the issue, whether the salad bowl or the melting pot. In the case of the progressive movement, they saw what the American Southwest has become. It went from red to purple, maybe to blue, and it's got enormous implications for the Electoral College. But remember what the message is. Come here and be dependent on a government and look to your identity in collective terms and vote in a quid pro quo fashion for those who are your ethnic tribune. So it's pretty cynical, and I guess we're all getting tired.
Would you stop you and say it's more than cynical? I mean, if that's true, it's criminal, importing people solely for the purpose of bolstering your own power, hoping to get obedient voters rather than citizens. I mean, that's a crime.
But I mean, if you really cared about immigrants, you would say we want people to come after we have prepped them in a country, or they've been prepped to know English, and they came legally, and they came in a diverse fashion from all over the world, because we know historically that when people come in diverse groups, and they're not in single enclaves, that they assimilate more and they integrate more. We don't. If your name is Giuliani or Cuomo, we can't tell how you vote now. It's incidental being Italian American. That's what we want for Lopez and Mendoza. That's not what the progressive movement wants. They see as an avenue to electoral success through immigration, often illegal. And it's pretty cynical when you have all these virtue signaling very wealthy people like Jeff Bezos or Mark Zuckerberg, who their rhetoric doesn't match their lives. They live in compounds. They put their kids in private school. I'm in southwest Fresno County. All my kids went to public schools. I live every day with Mexican Americans and people here illegally. There's a lot of problems when you have so many people coming so quickly from one place without English, capital, or education. But rather than deny, you can't deny that, and we have to work on the melting pot. But if you want to encourage that separatism for political purposes, then you're the one that's culpable, you're the one that's amoral, you're the one that's unethical.
There's never been a country with a worse ruling class than the one we have now. It's really striking. Professor, thank you.
Thank you.